Coming up, porch pirates are a nuisance to many, but a new bill in Frankfort could give them another label, felons. And a police chase through the Big Sandy Wednesday night came to a sudden stop after a crash.
And cold air moving back in along a cold front means a return to snow chances around the mountains. I'll have the latest on how much we're talking coming up as First at 4 continues.
Mountain News First at 4 continues.
A bill to toughen up Kentucky's mail and package theft laws is moving through the legislature. A Senate bill would treat thefts of packages from porches the same as stealing a letter from a mailbox. It's Senate Bill 23. WYMT's Phil Pendleton has more from Frankfort.
Senate Bill 23 easily passed a Senate committee this morning. It's sponsored by David Yates of Louisville, who says the problem is so bad in that city that even organized crime is involved. And that makes it tough to prosecute when warrants are required, and some detective work ties the hands of police when a crime is seen only as a misdemeanor. Senate Bill 23 would add to the mail theft law passed in Kentucky 40 years ago and treat porch pirate thefts just as serious as stealing someone's mail.
What I'm doing is taking what I think to be a similar crime that's been put into place over and over again because of the way this legislator named it. There's a loophole. And because of that loophole, people are not being prosecuted. The bill will now move on to the full Senate. The sponsor says that other states have passed similar laws. In Frankfort, Phil Pendleton, now back to you.
Everyone on the committee voted for it, but one senator did share some reservations in treating the theft of a $5 package as a felony. After hundreds of years on one Floyd County property, one man is worried his family is going to lose much of what they have built. Kentucky Power proposed a new transmission line project in the Garrett area last year, connecting Floyd and Knott counties and retiring old structures to give customers a better experience. But Brent Allen, whose home property lies under the proposed path, worries this will not only take a portion of his family's space and trees, but the pollution and possible radiation concerns will destroy the ponds and fun times his family has there.
The only thing I have left to give my grandkids, I have 4 grandkids, is what that I have left. And once that they take this, I don't know what to say. It's sad.
Kentucky Power officials say if the proposal is approved by the PSC, they will work with homeowners and stakeholders throughout the process, saying the company takes placing new lines very seriously. We'll have much more about this coming up tonight at 6. Last night, multiple county sheriff's departments responded to a chase. The Johnson County Sheriff's Office initiated the chase after noticing a vehicle's license plate was not properly illuminated and, upon running the plates, came back as a stolen vehicle. Officials say the chase went through Johnson, through Lawrence County, and ended up in Martin County. Johnson County Sheriff Doug Saylor says he's thankful no one was seriously injured.
These perpetrators, the ones that refuse to stop, the risk that they are creating for the general public. It could be my family, your family. It could be a kid walking down the edge of the road. But the risk of them injuring an innocent person is immense.
While there were no serious injuries, officials say Martin County Constable Tony Priest is a bit sore after his vehicle was struck during the chase. We'll have more from Sheriff Saylor coming up tonight at 6.
And continuing to watch the potential for a little bit more snow moving into the region as we head mainly into late tonight and tomorrow. In fact, some of us are already under a winter weather advisory. Just 2 counties and an independent city, as a matter of fact, Lee and Wise counties in Virginia, along with the city of Norton, under that winter weather advisory, taking effect at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, running through early Saturday morning for the potential for some lighter accumulation. It's not going to be a huge deal, but something to keep an eye on as we head into tomorrow. Outside right now, we're well above freezing. What snow, right? US 119 camera at Pine Mountain showing, and we're getting the clouds back into the region, but those highs still above freezing. Low 40s around the region. Out front here at WYMT, and we still have some of those clouds moving in, but some blue sky as well. with temperatures staying in the 40s around much of the area, even mid-40s as you head out into the Cumberland Valley. 45 Monticello and Williamsburg. It's 46 Jacksboro and Middlesboro at this hour. Most of the rest of us, though, low 40s right now. Few snow showers, at least according to satellite and radar, trying to work on into places like Morgan County, into Elliott and Lawrence County. Not really seeing that those are making it to the ground either way, with the drizzle trying to get going across portions of Pulaski and Rockcastle County. I don't think that's reaching the ground just yet, but we will start to see snow chances increase as we head later on into tonight. Upper 20s for those overnight lows, with some of those snow showers on the way. I'll have the full details on how much we could see and when we finally warm back up coming up in just a little bit. Steve?
Evan, thank you. Today, Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer officially announced he's stepping down at the end of the current term in early summer. Breyer is one of 3 liberal justices on the bench, and his retirement will end his nearly 28-year-long tenure. CBS's Natalie Brand has more from the White House.
After a presidential handshake, Justice Stephen Breyer reflected on a nearly 3 decades-long career on the U.S. Supreme Court.
It's a kind of miracle when you sit there and see all those people in front of you, people that are so different in what they think, and yet they've decided to help solve their major differences under law.
President Biden, who presided over Breyer's confirmation as Senate Judiciary Chair back in 1994, called the justice's announcement bittersweet.
I think he's a model public servant in a time of great division in this country.
President Biden says he will announce his choice to replace Justice Breyer by the end of February, and he says he will make good on his campaign promise to nominate the first black woman to the nation's high court.
I will select a nominee worthy of Justice Breyer's legacy of excellence and decency.
Potential candidates include federal appeals court judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, who once clerked for Justice Breyer, and Judge J. Michelle Childs, a favorite of South Carolina Congressman and Biden ally James Clyburn.
She has what I call the kind of background and experiences that we ought to have.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has said he wants to move quickly to confirm the president's nominee ahead of the midterm elections. President Biden said he would consult the vice president and senators from both parties before making his decision on a nominee. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
In a statement today, the Senate's top Republican Mitch McConnell urged the president not to outsource his decision to what he calls, quote, the radical left. Currently, there are 6 conservative and 3 liberal justices on the U.S. Supreme Court, and that is not expected to change with President Biden's first appointment. 14.5 million Americans have signed up for health care on federal and state exchanges since November 1st. That's a record high. Open enrollment ended January 15th in 33 states using the federal exchange, healthcare.gov. 10 million people signed up on that website. People living here in Kentucky still have until the end of the month to get health insurance from our own state exchanges. American athletes departed from Los Angeles Thursday, bound for the Beijing Winter Olympic Games. The Olympics kick off on February 4th and run through February 20th. Ahead of the Games, athletes have expressed anxiety about COVID-19. They are doing everything they can to avoid contracting the virus, as a clean bill of health is crucial to their participation. Athletes must record 2 negative tests before leaving for Beijing. Once they get there, they are subject to daily tests. Coming up on First at 4, the Biden administration announces a new plan to lower traffic deaths. We'll show you how one community was able to cut its traffic deaths to 0.
And still watching the potential for some of that snow to move in as soon as tonight. And after that, bitterly cold temperatures return. I'll have the latest, by the way.
WYMT News app offers alerts on breaking stories as they happen, customized to